Good morning, everybody.
Good morning, Rabbi.
This week's parsha is Parshas Boy. It starts off by Yomer Hashem al Moshe, Vel Aaron Boy al Paroi, come to Paroi. Not go, come. Hashem's going with you. And the great Hasidic master Mendel of Kotsk said, you can't go anywhere from Hashem because Hashem is everywhere. So wherever you're going with Hashem. Okay, just an interesting thought to keep in mind that wherever you're going with God. Boy al Paroi ki ani ichbadati es liboy. I hardened his heart. In order to elaborate on the miracles of Egypt. So we got three more left, three more of the 10 plagues. So the question is asked, how is it possible for God to play fear with such a situation? In other words, what Hashem is doing now is taking away the free choice of Paroi. He doesn't have free choice anymore. And he's being punished. You could take if you take someone else's free choice away, at least don't punish them. Here, Hashem is not allowing him to make the choice that he needs to make to allow the Jewish people to go out. And Hashem says, and what am I going to do about that? I'm going to give him 3 more plagues. So this is a question. How can Hashem do that? It's not fair. So the explanation, a lot of the commentaries explain that in the first 7 plagues, Paroi had full control, full choice that he can make, and he chose not to let the Jewish people go. And since he did it over and over and over, so now Hashem is punishing him by taking away his choice, his free choice. That is part of the punishment. That's 1. 2, it's not just a punishment, but this really fits the crime. It's midah keneged midah, measure for measure. How is this measure for measure? Because he said, who is God that I should listen to him? Yeah? Who's Hashem? I don't know this guy. Never heard of him. You know? Who? Really? What? When? So Hashem says, not only am I going to come to you should recognize and accept and proclaim that there is a God, but I will show that you don't even have control over yourself. Not only you have to come to recognize there's something outside of you, but you yourself, the way you function as an independent person, even that you will come to understand, to realize that Hashem is the one that runs the show. So taking away the free choice, in a sense, was part of the response to what he already did from before. That's the explanation that is usually given. There's a deeper explanation here, according to Chassidus, that the Rebbe says like this, that even though, think about this, even though Hashem took away his free choice, that was on an external level. But on an internal level, if the person was really wanted to do it, he was still able to do it. Hashem made it a lot harder for him. He upped the game. The incline was now a lot to go. And this is something also that the Alter Rebbe talks about this in Tanya. That a person says, I'm going to sin, and later I'll do tshuva. It's okay. Let me do whatever's wrong now. Let me enjoy, as they say, the cheeseburger now. And tomorrow I'll go to shul and I'll say, Hashem, I'm sorry. I really feel bad. It's already now. It doesn't make a difference. So it says, Ein maspikin biyod l'aseh tshuva. You become numb, and you will not feel sensitive to be able to do tshuva because you did it in a very, very wrong way. The Alter Rebbe says the truth of the matter is, it's never the game. It's true. It's going to be a lot harder for you. Maybe almost impossible, but there's no such thing as impossible. Im dochak v'nichnas, if you pushed your way through, and you came to Hashem and said, listen, Hashem, I'm really sorry. I thought I wasn't sorry, or I thought it didn't bother me, but you know what? It really does bother me. You could still always make shuvah. There's no such thing that you can't make shuvah. There's no such thing. It might be a lot harder, but there is no such thing. So the same thing can be applied to Paroi. There is no such thing. He was able to do it, it was just a lot harder. So both answers can give you something. One answer is that he deserved it. He brought himself to that situation. The second answer is that it wasn't completely taken away from him. The lesson that we learn from this is 2. Number 1, don't put yourself in that position. But even if you are in that position, number 2, you can always get out. There is no excuse. A person will say, you know what? I fell so much to this point I can't get out. It's not true. You can get out, pick yourself up, make it happen. May we be zeicha to the Geula HaMitzvah Hashlema, the true redemption, B'kara Mamish. Amen.